Welcome to Mindblow, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping content that will surprise, inspire, and entertain you every step of the way. If you love discovering the unexpected, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends to keep the excitement going. Your support helps us keep blowing minds and creating content you'll never forget. So buckle up and get ready, because this is just the beginning. In naval warfare, we often imagine massive carriers and destroyers as the main players, but today's maritime conflicts are often fought by much smaller ships. Small patrol vessels, often overlooked, are now the unsung heroes of maritime security. These ships operate in the gray zone, a space between peace and war, where nations use Coast Guard ships, militias, and even fishing boats to push their claims. In this environment, sending a destroyer can be too provocative. A nimble patrol craft is the perfect tool, matching the opposition without escalating tensions. In the West Philippine Sea, the Philippine Navy faces constant pressure from larger neighbors using non-military vessels to assert control. The Philippines need ships that can be everywhere at once, shadowing, documenting, and standing their ground. This is where the Alvarez-Class patrol vessels come in. They're small, lightly armed, but absolutely vital. These ships are the persistent eyes and ears of the Philippines in some of the world's most contested waters. The Alvarez-Class represents a strategic choice, not for fleet battles but for daily struggles of presence and influence. They're built for endurance, not overwhelming firepower. Their mission is to maintain a presence, assert sovereign rights, and show the flag in remote atolls and shoals. Their story is one of endurance and courage, proving that in modern naval strategy, size isn't everything. These ships are the workhorses of maritime defense. They are the David in a sea of Goliaths. In the struggle for sovereignty, small ships can make the biggest difference. The Alvarez-class story starts in the United States, where the Cyclone-class patrol ships were built for coastal patrol and special operations. Designed for shallow waters, they were quick, agile, and packed enough punch to handle small threats. After years of service, some Cyclone-class ships were decommissioned as U.S. naval strategy shifted. This opened the door for allies like the Philippines, who needed to modernize their fleet for challenges in the West Philippine Sea. The retired Cyclone-class ships were affordable, capable, and available. Through the U.S. Excess Defense Articles program, the Philippines began acquiring these vessels. The first, former USS Cyclone, became BRP Mariano Alvarez in 2004. More ships followed, each renamed after Filipino heroes, symbolizing their new mission. These vessels were refitted and upgraded to meet Philippine needs. Crews trained for Southeast Asia's unique environment. The ships were reborn as Filipino sentinels, defending maritime rights in a new theater. The transition was more than a change of flag, it was a transformation in purpose. From special operations in the Persian Gulf, they became frontline patrol craft in the West Philippine Sea. Their new mission: defend Philippine sovereignty. These ships now write a new chapter in their storied history. They are no longer just American-made, they are Filipino guardians. What is an Alvarez-class patrol vessel? Displacing around 380 tons and measuring 179 feet, their small size lets them operate close to coastlines and reefs. 4 diesel engines push them to speeds up to 35 knots, crucial for rapid response. Crews are small, about 28 people, making operations efficient and tight-knit. Their main weapons: 225mm Bushmaster chain guns, remote-controlled and stabilized for accuracy against fast boats. They also carry .50 caliber and 7.62mm machine guns for 360-degree defense. While originally designed for more advanced missiles, Philippine ships focus on surface threats. Their sensors are modest but effective for patrol and surveillance. The combination of speed, agility, and firepower makes them formidable coastal defenders. They're not meant to fight destroyers, but to dominate littoral environments. Their job: enforce maritime law, deter illegal activity, and respond to threats too small for big warships. Perfectly tailored for the crowded, contested waters of the West Philippine Sea. Where does the Alvarez-class fit in the naval hierarchy? Large warships like frigates are powerful, but can escalate tensions if deployed against small threats. On the other hand, Philippine Coast Guard vessels can be outmatched by aggressive militia boats. The Alvarez-class fills this gap perfectly, more robust than a Coast Guard ship, but less provocative than a frigate. Its 25 cannons deter ramming and aggressive maneuvers. It's a true naval combatant, but not an escalatory platform. The Alvarez-Class sends a message of resolve, serious about defense but measured. This in-between capability is ideal for gray zone operations. They can escort resupply missions, patrol fishing grounds, and shadow foreign vessels. In every scenario, they bring the right amount of force. Not there to start a war, but ready to finish a confrontation. A scalpel, not a sledgehammer, in the complex surgery of maritime sovereignty. The West Philippine Sea is a gray zone, more a contest of wills than open warfare. China's Coast Guard and maritime militia use swarming tactics, blockades, and water cannons to assert control without firing a shot. The Alvarez-Class must operate in this treacherous environment. Swarms of militia vessels create floating blockades, but small, fast patrol ships can maneuver, document, and maintain presence. These ships are built tougher than civilian boats, with crews trained for damage control and high-pressure situations. The challenge is as much psychological as physical, a war of attrition to exhaust Philippine resolve. Alvarez-class vessels are on the front line, enduring constant provocation while following strict rules of engagement. Their jobs stand firm, refuse intimidation, and show the Philippines will not abandon its territory. They embody national resolve in a dangerous sea. In the daily struggle, their presence is a statement of sovereignty. The real fight is about persistence, not firepower. The Alvarez-class is the visible, active presence of the Philippine state at sea. Their continuous patrols in places like the Spratlys send a clear message: this is Philippine territory. Their speed and agility make them ideal for rapid response to illegal fishing, foreign vessels, or militia buildups. They act as maritime first responders, handling a range of contingencies far from home ports. These ships are also invaluable training platforms, giving young officers real-world command experience. The Alvarez-class is building the next generation of naval leaders, but they have limits: aging platforms, constant maintenance, and basic weaponry. They lack anti-air and anti-submarine capabilities, making them vulnerable in high-intensity conflict. Their strength is in their niche role, gray zone operations, not fleet battles. Understanding both their strengths and weaknesses is key to their effective use. Despite their age, the Alvarez-class is strategically vital for the Philippines. They're a key part of a layered defense frigates deter major threats. The Coast Guard handles law enforcement, and Alvarez-class ships anchor gray zone operations. Their presence is a cost-effective way to generate numbers and show resolve. They play a crucial role in alliance building, participating in joint patrols and exercises with partners like the US, Australia, and Japan. Their experience is shaping the next generation of Philippine patrol vessels, modern, domestically built, and tailored for the West Philippine Sea. The Alvarez-class is a bridge to the future, holding the line while a new fleet is built. They symbolize Philippine resilience and determination. Effective naval strategy isn't about the biggest ships, but the right tools for the job. Supporting these vessels, and their successors, is an investment in national security. Small ships, big stakes. The Alvarez-class proves that sometimes less is more.